Hello. In this video, I will talk about reconnecting to your authenticity, what it means, as well as the consequences of living inauthentically. I will share 3 tips to help you start reconnecting to your authenticity and start getting real in your life. And finally, I'll explain how my 6-week Awaken Authentic Women group program will help you get real to connect to your authenticity. So let's begin. Your journey to reconnecting with yourself is a journey of reconnecting to your authenticity. But what is authenticity? You've heard the term faking it until you make it. You can never make it if you fake it. The problem with that is that you fake being inauthentic. You fake being not you. You fake being like someone else because they've achieved success or they've achieved something that you would like to achieve. Being authentic is knowing yourself, knowing who you are, knowing your shadow side, your dark side, your light side, and everything else in between. Who you are. Not how you are or what you are, i.e. a lawyer or a CEO or this. At your core, who is that person? In the description below, I've put a link to a blog article that I've written about the truth, about being authentic, authentically you. So have a look at that. Why is it important to be authentic? It's about being true to yourself. It's about being true to who you are, not living to the pressure of what's happening around you or others' expectations of who you should be and how you should show up, and not being pressured to pleasing others so that you find favor, so that you feel better about yourself. It's about being true to who you are. Being authentic is important because then you really shine your power. You stand in your truth. Because trying to be like somebody else, everybody's going to be the same. And where's the beauty in that? There's no uniqueness. There's no differentiating one from the other. And also, you withhold your magic by trying to be like someone else. You withhold your magic from the world while you run a programmed script of how you're supposed to be. Life is not about how you're supposed to be. Life is about discovering who you really are and then shining that light. So the consequences of not living in your authenticity are varied. I'm just going to stick to, say, 5. You constantly sacrifice yourself to please others. I've spoken about this now before. You feel stuck, unmotivated, frustrated. You're not getting what you want out of life. You keep comparing yourself to others and you still come up short. Perfectionism, self-judgment, self-loathing, self-criticism, which leads to unfulfilled and unhappiness. And the consequences of not living in your authenticity is you have difficulty saying no or feel guilty when you actually do that. When you're living in your authenticity, it's okay for you to say no. And no doesn't mean that you're being mean or being cruel or nasty to others. It just means that you put in your needs, your priorities are first. That's how it's supposed to be. The consequences of not living in your authenticity, you have constant negative self-talk that is running your program. And the effect of this self-talk or this negative self-talk is you doubt yourself. You feel that you should hide your flaws. You feel that you are less than. You play small because you don't measure up to what's supposed to be the right way. if you live in your authenticity, you are living the right way. I've put a link in the description to a personal power article that I wrote. Have a gander over that and see how you can start stepping into your power and the consequences of not living in your authenticity. So here are those 3 tips to connect. And I've just started with basics, but they are big because you have to start somewhere, and anywhere is a good place to start. But for now, I'll offer these 3 tips to help you on your self-discovery journey. So tip 1, create the space for yourself to explore and transform. What does that mean? It means be prepared and be open to go within, to reflect, to seek help, whether it's through books or videos or even signing up with a coach, whether it's to, live a healthier life, whether it's to reframe your mindset, whatever. Create that space for yourself. It's your responsibility. Take that responsibility, own it, and open your heart and open your mind. That's tip 1. Tip 2, start appreciating that life is not about being perfect. Oh, this is a big one. Life is not about being perfect. It's about growth and progress. Striving to be perfect, you will never please anyone, not even yourself. Because perfection, in most cases, is very subjective. So, perfect by whose standards, I always ask. And I speak as a recovering perfectionist myself. So, just start appreciating that it's about growth and progress, not about perfection. And that is a huge step. And in later videos, I'll talk about perfectionism and how to overcome that and so on. I just don't want the videos to be too long. And the 3rd tip for today, go within. Start embracing all of who you are. All of who you are. Warts and all. If you have warts, if you don't have warts. Warts and all. The dark side, the light side. What makes you, you? Start exploring that. Start appreciating that. Start observing that with almost childlike amazement and wonder. And shake the cloak of who you're supposed to be, who you've been taught to be. It's tough, I know. But you can do it. And it's a process of empowering yourself. So those are the 3 tips that I'd like to share with you for today. And then finally, I want to talk about or share with you how the program that I've developed, the 6-week Awaken Authentic Woman program, helps you to connect with your authenticity. I've designed this program as a get real journey, and we go deep to clear the clutter, because you can't build something new on an old foundation or an insecure and wonky foundation. It will never work. You have to clear the clutter first. So this program helps you, among many other things, love, accept, and prioritize yourself. That is huge. Love, accept, and prioritize yourself. And you learn not to sweat the small stuff or other people's stuff. You stay focused within yourself. When you stay focused within yourself, it allows you to replenish your supply of how you can be for and to others around you. Because you've heard the expression, you can't give from an empty cup, right? You learn through this program, you learn how to maintain emotional balance, how to deal with those rising emotions that come up when you are triggered, when things go a bit wobbly or something like that. you learn how to deal with that and not collapse in on yourself. You build confidence to overcome self-doubt, and through that connect to your authenticity. And you let go of those old repetitive patterns, and you build a new way for yourself, a new way that is built on getting real with yourself, being honest with yourself, really being honest with yourself. And another benefit of the program is it helps you with your communication, how you show up in your relationships, how you see others, how others see you, what you bring to relationships. And there is so much that we bring to our relationships, but that I'll unpack in another video. And that is part of the aspects of the 6-week program, where I talk about or teach about, communication and relationships, how we project ourselves and how we interpret others' projections. So as you journey through this program, the outcomes you can expect, among many others, are healing and reclaiming your power, healing yourself, healing within, finding lost aspects of yourself. We lose ourselves. We've been told how to live. We've been told who we should be, and it's not necessarily who we are. So you find who you really are. You connect to and integrate your body, your mind, your spirit, and this in turn helps you have a better relationship with yourself. When your personal relationship with yourself is better, you are able to have better relationships with others. Makes sense. This rich self-discovery process you can see it as a spring clean, because we clear the clutter, the chaos in the head, the chaos in the heart. And the result is, with other people who have experienced the program, is they feel clear, they have clarity, they feel less rushed, and they can get to the things they want to do and prioritize themselves. And they recognize the value that they bring. They recognize that who they are is the value that they bring. And the skills and the technical aspects of what they do in their jobs and so on enhances that value of how you bring who you are. And the outcomes of this program is you become very mindful. A mindful life and being is so important because you remain focused on yourself, how you show up, how you live in your authenticity. Check in the description. I've left the link for more information about the program if you want to look around and if this sounds like something that you'd like to attend. And I'd really like to invite you to join the journey. It is a wonderful journey. It's difficult, but it's wonderful if you are with like-minded people who are on the same journey. And while each of our journeys is unique, we have a shared experience, and that's being human. And when we go through things together, we learn so much more from others. We broaden our perspectives and have lots of fun together. So I welcome you, and I invite you, and I welcome you. So in conclusion, we looked at what is authenticity, why it's important, the consequences of not living in authenticity. I shared 3 tips for you to start your reconnection journey. And remember, it's about awareness and about your commitment to your change, to the new way that you are creating for yourself. And then I shared a bit about my 6-week Awaken Authentic Woman program and how it will help you to reconnect with your authenticity. In the next video, I'm going to talk about prioritizing your needs, talking about motivations, why we do what we do, and why we show up the way we do. We don't always are able to understand and explain why we do certain things. I'll talk about that in the next video. Until then, keep shining and remember authenticity. No faking it. That doesn't work. Bye.